Okay, so in this video, we're going to take a look at 5 different cases for the Samsung Galaxy A20, and I'll leave a link in the description below with current pricing and more information. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first up is the Fusion X by Rinky, and this comes in 2 different colors. You've got black or space blue, and it's currently $9.99 on Amazon. So you can see this one's a pretty hard plastic around the edges, and it's completely clear on the back side, which actually has some pretty good thickness to it. And the volume buttons actually work pretty good on this one as well. And the cutout for the fingerprint scanner and cameras look pretty accurate as well. On the bottom, you got nice cutouts for the speaker, USB-C charging port, and headphone jack. You got a nice little notch there for the front-facing camera, and you got a hole in the top there for the microphone. And on the bottom, you can see the cutouts for the speaker, microphone, USB-C charging port, and headphone jack. And it even has a little spot on the side if you want to use a lanyard. It looks like it has just enough lip, which is going to help protect the screen a little bit better if you drop it. Now the next case up is by Jiyun A1A, I have no idea. It's currently $12.99 on Amazon. You've got 5 different colors to choose from: black, red, purple, gray, blue, and black. So yeah, this one definitely looks like an OtterBox. It's not quite as soft as an OtterBox case, but yeah, this looks almost identical. Okay, so yeah, this case is super thick, but it's still fairly easy to use the power button. Same thing with the volume buttons, they actually work pretty good as well. And it's a perfect cutout for the fingerprint scanner. It does seem a little bit close to the flash underneath the cameras, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. The fingerprint scanner seems to work pretty good on this one as well. You do have a nice little cutout there for the front-facing camera. Both the volume and power buttons stick out just enough so that you can feel where they're located. You've got a hole on the top for the microphone, holes on the bottom for the speaker, microphone, and headphone jack. Plus you've got a nice flap there on the bottom for the USB-C charging port. So you can see this one has a huge lip all the way around the edges, which is going to help protect the screen a little bit better if you drop it. So the next case up is by CoverWear, and this is currently $9.99 on Amazon, and it comes in 2 different colors. You've got purple or black. Okay, so this is pretty similar to the other case we just reviewed. Yeah, it actually feels pretty similar to the same material. And this one does come with a holster clip. You can see the back is sort of a rubberized material with a plastic case on the inside that it snaps onto. Again, very similar to an OtterBox if you're familiar with those, but a lot cheaper. Now the difference is this one has a built-in screen protector. You can see there's lines on the inside of the case, which should help to give it a little more grip to your phone. Okay, the power button on this one actually works maybe a little better than the other case, surprisingly. And the volume buttons on this one actually work really good as well. As far as functionality, yeah, I definitely like this one a little bit better. And both the volume and power buttons stick out just enough so you can tell where they're located. And the cutouts on the back leave plenty of space for the cameras and your fingerprint scanner, which seems to work pretty good actually. Now, so far, none of these cases have access to the SD card or SIM card, so that's something to keep in mind. I'm not sure how many people that would actually bother though. This one also has a cutout for the headphone jack, speaker, and then you've got a flap for the charging port. And a cutout here on the front for your earpiece and front-facing camera. Then on the top, you've got a cutout for the microphone. This one might not be quite as thick as the other case we just looked at, but it's definitely got a lot of protection for the screen. I guess it comes down to if you want a built-in screen protector and a little bit better functionality, I would probably go with the CoverWear. But I don't think you can go wrong with either of these cases. Now the next case up is the Poetic Guardian, and this one is $18.95 currently on Amazon, and it comes in 4 different color choices: black, blue, green, or pink. This one has a TPU material around the edges, and then you've got a clear hard plastic, and this one also has a built-in screen protector. Now, even though this one's a heavy-duty case, it's definitely a little bit slimmer profile than the previous 2 cases. So as far as installation, this one is definitely easier than the previous 2. You just snap the phone into the front part, and then it just slides right into the TPU material. Okay, so the power button works really good on this one. You can definitely feel the screen protector on there, but it actually works pretty good. It doesn't seem to cause any issues with functionality. This one has a nice little cutout for the earpiece and the front-facing camera. And the volume buttons work on this one pretty good as well. And there's a nice cutout on the back for the cameras and fingerprint scanner. That seems to work just fine as well. Then you got a hole there on the top for the microphone. A cutout on the front for the earpiece and front-facing camera. Now this one has an opening on the bottom for the speaker, microphone, and then you've got a flap for the headphone jack and your USB-C charging port. So like I said, this one is definitely a little bit more slim profile, but it definitely has a lot of protection for the screen. So if you want heavy duty but slim profile, definitely go with the Poetic Guardian. If you want a little bit more protection, you probably want to go with the CoverWear. So the next one up is the Supcase Unicorn Beetle, and it's currently $19.99 on Amazon. Unfortunately, this one's only currently available in black. Now, as you can see, this one also comes with a belt clip, maybe a little bit fancier than the CoverWear, but it's also easier to attach and take off. Now this case is going to be really similar to the Poetic Guardian, but maybe just a hair thicker, giving you just a little bit more protection. Power and volume buttons on this one work really good. You've also got a pretty thick back on this one with nice cutouts for the cameras, flash, and the fingerprint scanner. One difference is the back of this one has a kickstand. And the back of this one is a hard plastic with a hard TPU material around the edges. You've also got cutouts in the screen protector for the front-facing camera and earpiece. And the screen protector on this one is probably a little better than the Poetic one. mainly because you can't even feel the protector on this one, where on the Poetic Guardian, it just has a little bit different feeling, almost like it's too much grip, where this one is nice and smooth. This one also has a hole on the top for the microphone, and then just like the Poetic one, you've got a hole for the speaker microphone, then you've got two flaps, one for the charging port and the other for the headphone jack. And the buttons on the side stick out just enough so you can find where they're located. And again, this one has a bigger lip than the Poetic Guardian, which is going to help protect the screen a little bit better if you drop it. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.